In 2021, you will ask, should I buy the new Nintendo 3DS XL created in 2015 or not? Yes, this is the best version of 3DS ever. This is the best console in this universe of Nintendo 3DS because it has the most features, a fantastic 3DS screen. That actually works compared with the previous generation. It has huge screens in a 3DS world, a secondary analog stick called C-Stick. In my opinion, it's a brilliant device. And you can replace the battery very easy. You can add a micro SD card. If you remove this back, you will find the battery. Here you have the space if you want to use cartridges. You have a stylus. You have two huge screens and impressive games gallery. You have at this moment 1300 games on Nintendo website, so you have a lot of games. In my opinion, this is the best portable console that you can get from Nintendo. I mean here in the 3DS universe, because the new 3DS XL created in 2015, it has some improvements compared with the previous generation Nintendo 3DS XL. For example, it has some new hardwares. It has a better hardware. It has increased RAM. You get 256 megabytes FC RAM. You get extra 10 megabytes FRAM, VRAM. Sorry, you get a C-Stick. You get this battery here. If you remove this back, it has 1400 milliamps power battery, so it will be enough for 3.5 hours up to 7 hours of gameplay. It depends if you use the 3D screen, it depends what game you run, and so on. Also, you can put a micro SD card in it, and it's very simple to install games on it. On the back, you have these new buttons, button and ZR button. These are new additions to this new Nintendo 3DS XL. Also, beside these two additional shoulder triggers, you have the best stereoscopic 3D screen ever. The 3D screen uses the camera from on the front to track your head movements, so that a face tracking system it's improved, and it will work even during night or outside in the sun. Anyway, it's great. I also had the previous generation, the Nintendo 3DS XL, but I don't like the 3D feature over there. It doesn't work too well on that generation, but here on this new Nintendo 3DS XL, the 3D screen it's fantastic. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, well, it's something brilliant. Imagine that you will have a window into a game world, a window into a game universe. The screen has depth. That 3D it's shocking. The sound it's good. You have two speakers here, left, right. You have this button here in the left where you can adjust the volume. I love this physical button. It's very easy to use it, and it will give you a very interesting pleasure when you adjust the volume here and not pressing the buttons like on Nintendo Switch. I love this button compared with the buttons on the Nintendo Switch. In the right here you will find the 3D button, the adjustment. Um, from here you can adjust the depth of that 3D screen, and it's shocking to see this 3D screen on such a device and to be able to play games. It will be like adding magic to your gameplays. Anyway, it's shocking, and it's a real pleasure. You have two screens when you open this console. This is the best feature in my opinion. Next to the 3D screen, you have two screens. Here at the base you have 4.18 inch 4.2 inch screen, and the upper screen has 4.88 inch. So these two huge screens. Uh, at the base here you'll have infos like maps, you'll have combos, buttons. In games it's a real pleasure to have that secondary screen. These two cameras will take 3D photos, but for the present, I don't know if you will like the quality of details, but they are quite interesting because you will take them in a 3D mode. Um, Anyway, this console has, I don't know if I mentioned it has 329 grams. It has a gyroscope that you can use it in games, and it works very well, especially in shooters. It has this new addition, this C-stick here in the right. Um, Basically, you can use this C-stick, this analog stick from the in the right here. In some games you have some enhanced games that have compatibility with C-stick and those extra shoulder buttons. I mean games like Super Smash Bros, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate and Generations, Codename Steam, Steam World, Azure Striker, Pokemon Sun and Moon, and so on. And also you will have games created exclusively for this 3D screen. Games like Super Mario 3D Land, an impressive game and super fun. Xenoblade Chronicles, Binding of Isaac, Pixel Hunter, Fire Emblem Warriors, Dragon Fang, and so on. These games you can only play them on a 3DS console. Until now, my experience with this beautiful console, it's amazing. You have a lot of games, you can find more than 1,300 games on Nintendo website, so you can choose whatever you like, and you'll find huge names there. You'll have a fantastic experience, and it's all about the experience and how it makes you feel that game. This new Nintendo 3DS XL, it's the ultimate package in my opinion. As I said previously, I had the 3DS XL, the previous generation, but I love this one because it's more powerful, it's more snappier because it has more RAM and a better GPU and CPU, and you will feel all those, especially if you try in the beginning this console like I did. Um, Anyway, the 3D feature, that automatic stereoscopic 3D display, it's impressive again. Um, and here it's indeed taken to the ultimate level. Indeed, it's working on this new Nintendo 3DS XL. I don't know why Nintendo stopped creating and releasing this new Nintendo 3DS XL, because it's a magnific device. Also, as you know, I have the Nintendo Switch, and also the PS Vita from Sony. This magnific console, and I love all these three portable consoles. Um, Nintendo Switch in this moment has more than 5,000 games. It's an impressive console, but the new Nintendo 3DS XL, even with these old games, it's impressive also, because it has beautiful games, it has a magnificent experience with those two screens and that 3D feature. I mean that 3D feature can't be replaced by anything, in my opinion. All of those saying that 3D feature is not okay, is not, they don't understand it, or they haven't tried this new Nintendo 3DS XL. Anyway, in 2021, I will say this. Um, it's okay to buy it. It's a very good device, and f- from my perspective, I love it. I won't leave this console. I believe the next years, in the next years, because the experience here it's incredible. So it's a very good investigation in 2021. And if you are asking, does it worth to buy it or not? Yes, it's a perfect device for gaming. And even if it has old games, these games are uh, never fading, or these games are eternally green. I don't know how to express this, but even if you have 10 years or 90 years, this new Nintendo 3DS XL, it's a perfect device for you. A lot of games, a lot of fun, impressive game world, and impressive experience, and that 3D immersion in the games is unique. I don't know what to say else. It's a perfect device in my opinion. Even now, if it's discontinued by Nintendo, you still have a lot of games, and you'll have a lot of fun with this device. So, in my opinion, again, should you buy it or not? Yes. What to choose between the 3DS XL or the three the what to choose between 3DS XL or new 3DS XL? Obviously, the latest generation, the new 3DS XL. This device, it's better on all chapters, and also 2DS XL, 2DS XL, or new 3DS XL. In my opinion, go for this 3DS console, because it has more benefits, and you'll have some exclusive games for it. Again, like Super Mario 3D Land, Xenoblade Chronicles, Pixel Hunter, Fire Emblem Warriors, and so on. Anyway, in 2021, the new 3DS XL launched in 2015. It's a perfect device, and it's more actual than ever.